Now tickets are flying, so if you want to make sure you want to see any of the films in the festival, especially Brothers Bloom, our opening night, you should definitely check out the website soon and get your tickets or your pass, and then you don't have to worry about tickets.
So this centerpiece film is The Lost Son of Havana?
Yeah, The Lost Son of Havana, playing Saturday night, April 25th at the Somerville Theater, is produced by local producers Chris Meyer and Bobby and Peter Farrelly. And it's narrated by Oscar-winning actor Chris Cooper, and it follows Red Sox legend Louis Tiant as he travels back to his homeland of Cuba for the first time in 40 years since Fidel Castro basically gave him the option, stay in America and play baseball or come back here and play baseball, but if you don't come back now, you're never coming back. So the film follows him as he goes back for the first time in 40 years. And Louis Tiant will be at the screening, Chris Cooper will be at the screening, the Farrelly brothers will be at the screening, and there's some other extra surprise guests that are supposed to be attending that I can't divulge at the moment.
And now, is there a better venue than the Somerville Theater to host part of your film festival? It's just so, I don't know, just so artsy and bohemian and just has a lot of character to it. Davis Square. I remember going to see midnight showings of Toxic Avenger, me and like 3 other people in there. But that's great. What a great place to see some films like that.
It's a fantastic venue. A, they're very easy to work with, and B, it's just such a beautiful theater in such a great neighborhood. There's so much to see and do in that neighborhood. Great restaurants. There's Sacco's Bowl Haven if you want to do some candlepin bowling. There's Red Bones, the best barbecue place on the East Coast. But the Somerville Theater is just a fantastic place to see a movie and definitely to host a film festival.
Just can't park around there.
Take the T. The Red Line Davis T stop lets out right next to the theater. Park somewhere else. Park at Alewife. Take the T in. And there's no problems.
It's the Mass Movie Mavens. Chuck Slavin. We're talking with Adam Roffman. I'm Chris Palermo. What's the website again?
The website is IFFBoston.org. That's IFF as in Independent Film Festival. Boston.org. On there you can get tickets, you can get passes, you can watch trailers, you can read synopses, you can do it all, and you can also sign up on there you can register on the website so that after you see the films at the festival, you can also go on and make comments and you can rate them on a star system as to how much you like the film. So it's a very interactive website, and everybody should check it out now because tickets are selling fast for a lot of films.
The Mass Movie Mavens, Chuck Slavin. We're talking with Adam Roffman. I'm Chris Palermo. Chuck, you are well ensconced into it here, and you've got a nice listing of the movies there we talked about. Opening night.
Well, I got to say, I'm really excited about The Lost Son of Havana, and I'm definitely going to be there to check that out and go to the after party. And Adam, what are some other highlights of some films that are going to be at the IFF Boston?
Okay, I'll rattle off, there's so many to talk about since there's close to 100 films, but I'll rattle off some highlights that come to mind right away. Our closing night film is going to be at the Coolidge Corner Theater. It's called World's Greatest Dad. It's this fantastic dark comedy starring Robin Williams and directed by Bobcat Goldthwait. If you like the movie Heathers, it's like a darker, funnier Heathers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and Bobcat Goldthwait will be there for the Q&A afterwards, and you don't want to miss him. We've got the Sundance Grand Jury Prize winning documentary We Live in Public, and director Andi Timoner will be there with that. If you ever saw the documentary Dig, that was her film as well. And if you didn't see Dig, go out and rent that film, and I guarantee you will want to see her new film because it was that good.
Cool.
We're showing a film called The Escapist. Actor Brian Cox, who you may know from Rushmore, X-Men 2, The Bourne Supremacy, Manhunter, he's going to be there for the screening, for the Q&A. We're showing another great film called That Evening Sun. Stars Hal Holbrook and Barry Corbin are both going to be there for the Q&A of that.
Wow.
And then we've got Big Fan, which is directed by Robert Siegel, who wrote the movie The Wrestler. And Robert Siegel will be there for the screening, as well as actor Kevin Corrigan.
Adam, what about the local filmmakers?
We've got a large number of local films this year, and we don't program a certain number of local films every year. Like, we don't have a set number, but this year there were so many good local films that we knew that we had to show them. We've got Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison, directed by Bester Cram, this fantastic documentary about that concert that kind of revived Johnny Cash's career, and it really goes in depth into that, and it's just fantastic, and obviously has great music in it. We've got the return of local boy Andrew Bajelski with his film Beeswax. He's credited with starting the whole mumblecore movement of filmmaking, title that he kind of hates, but anyway, he's a local auteur who's coming back home after moving to Texas a few years ago to show his new film. We've got a few great documentaries, The Way We Get By Aaron Gaudette, Shooting Beauty by George Cachadorian, and Lucky by Laura Longsworth. All great, very personal tales that were shot locally in New England and have been winning awards all over the festival circuit for the last 2 months at South by Southwest, Sarasota, and a number of other documentary festivals and other prominent festivals. These films have been sweeping up awards everywhere they've gone, and so now they finally get their chance to show in their hometown. So I think people should definitely take this chance to see them.
That's cool. I'm definitely going to check it out, and definitely the passes sound like a really good idea. Just so that float around like a bumblebee.
Yeah, but if you don't have time to be at the whole festival and you're like, oh, I really want to see those 1 or 2 films, we do sell individual tickets for individual films. Most films are $9 to get in. There's a few that are $10, or you can get a pass and then just enjoy the whole festival, take the week off, and just do the whole festival up.
Well, I'm glad you came in.
Yeah, and the website one more time
is www.IFFBoston.org. That's IFF as in Independent Film Festival, Boston.org.
Thank you, Adam Roffman. He's the program director of the aforementioned film festival. You are who? The .com?
Thank you.
Chucky Slavin.
It's good to hang out with you, Adam. Come back again sometime if you want to talk shop.
I might do that.
Maybe we'll see you on a set. My name's Chris Palermo. These are the Mass Movie Mavens.